Hello and welcome back to The Honest Conversation. A lot of people don't vote. In general elections, the turnout is anywhere from 50 to 70%. In local elections, you are lucky to get above 40%. So a lot of people don't bother. They have better things to do with their time. They have lives to live. The candidates are, by and large, a bunch of knaves and fools on a power trip or simply out for themselves, getting their snouts in the trough. And it's not like my one vote will decide the election. So why bother? Why bother indeed? All these points are valid. Why bother? It is perfectly reasonable for the average bloke not to bother to vote, or even think about the policies. That's just logical not to think about politicians.
But don't you dare think that politicians don't think about you. They think about you a lot. Not what they can do for you, but what they can do to you. How much more they can tax you, what rights they can take away, how they can help their mates at your expense, how they can impose the most stupid ideas upon you simply because that fits with their ideology. So the vote you get every 4 or 5 years is a great way to tell them to fuck off. But this only works if you do positive voting. Okay. Positive voting is when you vote for a candidate because you like them or their policies, as compared to negative voting when you vote for the least disagreeable candidate, i.e. you chose the best of a bad bunch. So what do you do if you don't like any of the candidates? Well, in this country you can spoil your ballot paper. Instead of making your X in the box, why not write what you really think about the candidates? You might write things like stupidly incompetent, mentally ill, nonce vibes, hypocritical liar, or indeed whatever you fancy. And guess what? All the candidates will see this because the returning officer has to, by law, show all the candidates all the spoilt ballot papers to get their agreement that that paper is indeed spoilt. So if you can't vote positively, then why not tell the corrupt fools what you really think, and it won't be traced back to you.
It's a chance to have a go at the cunts with no comeback. Democracy can be such a wonderful thing. Many years ago I used to be in a union, and even so often you would get the chance to vote for the next leader. Once they actually tried to get 4 women-only and 3 black-only candidates on the national executive. One year, in 1985 I believe, the number of spoiled ballots for the women and black reserved seats actually exceeded the votes received by all the candidates. This was used by activists as evidence that the membership rejected the union's top-down approach, and the union actually had to change their voting rules and give up the pretense about democracy. This must have really stung. But then these racist and sexist cunts deserve it. But only spoil your vote if you can't in good faith support a candidate. I think the only party I can vote for is Restore, led by Rupert Lowe, and I may do a vlog about that in the future.